Hey guys, I am going. Okay, so this is basically like a self-shaming video, which I know, shame isn't good, but I'm a little disappointed in myself. So this past month, February, was Black History Month. So Dee Dee over at Brown Girl Dreaming, no, Brown Girl Reading. I keep doing that. She hosts Read So Lit every February. I feel like it's like an ongoing thing though. So I really feel like Read So Lit is like, I feel like a year-long endeavor, just trying to read more Black authors in general. I would like to only be reading Black authors in the month of February, just like I would only like to be reading nonfiction in the month of November, only reading mysteries in the month of March, only reading Hispanic authors in, that October to November Hispanic Heritage Month time. But I'm constantly behind, busy, inundated, and so I don't really want to cause extra stress on myself in that manner. So unfortunately, I did not, do that. But it's like, why am I not even posting anything about it? So I'm just going to post. This is my year-long Read So Lit TBR. I am going to be posting or linking below Dee Dee's channel. If you're not subscribed to her, I don't know what you're doing with your life. And I'm also going to be posting down below Denise from Denise B. Cooper Arts Books Live, her channel down below, because she's doing a blackout year thing, which I just think is like super wonderful and great, and I hope she's having a really good time doing that. But these are the books that I own, mostly, I think all African American authors specifically. They're not all the books that I own that are by African American authors, but these are just the ones that I would like to get to by the end of the year. That is very ambitious. There's a lot of books here, and I am subscribed to Noir Reads, which I'll also link below if you want to incorporate more Black authors into your life without having to think about it, aka getting a fun package in the mail every month. So I will be having more books than this, possibly too, but these are just the ones that I own currently that I'm really interested in reading by the end of the month. By the end of the year. Too many for the end of the month, and too many for the end of the year also. I'm going to start with the one that I'm currently reading right now, which is Sing, Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. I've just barely started this. I'm enjoying it immensely though so far. I'm really excited. I was kind of nervous because of all the hype, but and just because of I liked Men We Reaped. I thought it was really, really interesting, but I didn't love the structure of the book so much. So, but that was a totally different thing. That was memoir. So I'm excited to read fiction by her. And then two books that I have started and put down like a complete idiot, Mama Day by Gloria Naylor and Tar Baby by Toni Morrison. I started reading this with Kathleen Ann and Jeremy from Jer Sings and Reads, something like that. But I just, she requires a lot of attention, and I just was too all over the place. I was kind of forcing it, so I decided to put it down. I should have picked it up this month because it is the Read So Lit pick for the month. But again, too overwhelmed, so I haven't yet, and I want to make sure that I enjoy this when I read it. So these are two that I 100% need to finish by the end of the year because I started them already. Next one I really, really want to read is Afrofuturism. This is by Ytasha L. Womack. This is a book that Jake actually saw when we were at we were at Busboys and Poets in Washington, D.C., which is one of my favorite places in the world. Anytime I'm in D.C., I go there because I just the food is amazing, the vibe is amazing, and there are books. So I love going there, and I found this there and bought it, and I should read it because it's, been 4-ish months since I've been there, and I would like to read this. Yes. Next one I have owned for a very long time, and that is Short Stories by Langston Hughes. I purchased this book when I was in community college, so when I was 18, 19 years old. I'm 30 now. It's a long time. I had finished the book that I was in the middle of, and so I went to my my community college's bookstore, and this was just one of the books that, there weren't that many to pick from, and I was like, hey, Langston Hughes, I should read Langston Hughes, and so I started to, and then I didn't finish it. Next, I have The Street by Ann Petrie. This one I saw over at Danny's channel. Danielle, I don't know if she's posting anymore, but I will link her below. Also, I need to write this down. Hopefully I don't forget all these people that I'm mentioning. But yeah, she really, really liked this, and so I really, really want to give it a try. Next one, last year's Read So Lit pick, Bedrock Faith by Eric Charles May. I think my problem is I'm just intimidated by these these books because they're so large. But I would also really like to read this. Surprise. Then I have another embarrassing thing that I should have read a long time ago and that I'm reading this spring because what is wrong with me? Confused Spice by Mathis Bailey. I will also link his channel down below. He sent this to me kindly when it first came out. Maybe not like when it first came out, but like, shortly thereafter. And I adore Mathis, and this book sounds great. It's about, love and food. So, that's a perfect springy thing. So I'm going to read it this spring. It's going to happen. Next. This one I'm not super upset about, but it's the only James Baldwin that I own and haven't read so far, and that's Blues for Mr. Charlie, which is a play, and Jake got this for me for my birthday / Christmas, so this one I would also like to read. It's a little smaller, so shouldn't be as daunting. Then I have another Noir Reads book, and that is Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton. He was one of the Black Panthers, and it's his memoir, autobiography type thing, and that is something that I want to learn more about. And so I want to read this book. Sorry, I feel like this video is, but Next I have Outlaw Culture by Bell Hooks. I know the girls from the Feminist Orchestra Book Club, I think that's what it's called, they're reading another one of Bell Hooks' books soonish, so I might either switch this out or read both of them, but this is the Bell Hooks that I own currently, and I bought this at the Feminist Bookstore here in Portland. If you've ever seen Portlandia, that's the bookstore. That's not the same name of the bookstore, but that is the bookstore where I bought this book. There weren't a ton of options, unfortunately. It's kind of there's not that many choices, but I know Bell Hooks is a very, very important person, and I need to read this book. Oh, look at that. More shaming of myself. Sorry, I need to lay off the attitude, but this is By the Light of My Father's Smile by Alice Walker. I think I own Meridian, also by Alice Walker, but this is the one that calls to me more, and I would like to read this, although I might cry a lot, but we'll see. I probably will cry for all of these books. Next one is Zammy, A New Spelling of My Name, a biomythography by Audre Lorde. Also have never read Audre Lorde, and also think that this is a really important human being that people should read, and so I would like to do that. I don't really know what this is about. I think I got this at the used bookstore, or at the library book sale for just $2. So hello, please, snatch, snatch, Next one is Some Love, Some Pain, Sometime by Jake California Cooper. I don't remember who I heard about Jake California Cooper from. It's probably Denise again, but I'm not sure. Most of my recommendations I feel come from Denise with regards to Black authors, but and Danielle. But yeah, so I would like to read this. Also, I shamefully have never read Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I don't know why, because I know it's going to be a great book. I feel like sometimes you kind of think a book's going to be so good, and so you're afraid to read it or saving it. And I'm kind of in a mixture of that right now, but I feel like this is just something that should be in my brain already at this point in my life. Next one, this one I'm going to probably be picking up next month for March Mystery Madness, and that is The Long Fall by Walter Mosley. This is the first Leonid McGill mystery, so it is a mystery by a Black author, and that is very exciting. And I think I heard about Walter Mosley also on Denise's channel, but now I can't remember, but it's a 98% shot that I guess is from Denise. The next one is another Noir Reads book, and that is Race Matters by Cornel West. This is 25th anniversary edition. This one is going to be more academic, so this might be a little bit more difficult to read, which works out since it's smaller. I feel like difficult books that are large are much, scary. If it's large and easier to read, then it's fine, but if it's dense and academic, smaller is better in my opinion. And then, Denise again. This one is Glyph by Percival Everett. He is an author that I am very, very intrigued by, and I know all of his books are widely different. I read an interview with him. I think it was in the Paris Review, but I don't remember. But reading that made me even more excited. So I definitely want to read that one too. And then I'm just gonna go on a same theme with regards to types of author. I don't really know because I haven't read either of them, but John Henry Days by Colson Whitehead. I know that all of his books are also widely different, which is why I say that, because he's got that memoir about being in the in the poker tournament, and I have literally no idea what this is either. Again, library book sales are really bad. I just pick up when I see an author I want to read, but I need to read some Colson Whitehead. Then I have The Sellout by Paul Beatty. This one was the Man Booker Prize winner. I know everyone has talked about this forever, and I feel like this one is gonna I'm really gonna like that a lot. So again, intimidated because I don't want to be disappointed. And the next two are like sci-fi, yeah. So Binti by Nydia Corafor and The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. I've heard only good things about these. They're both the start of trilogies. I need to read these, and I have zero excuses other than all of the other books that are on my shelves that I've been reading. So yeah, that is a tentative Read So Lit yearly TBR. This is all the stuff that I would hopefully really like, to read by the end of the year. If you've read any of these and you have anything to say to me about them, if you're like, Stephanie, you really need to pick up this, or if I've shown an author and you're like, hey, I think you should start here instead, I'm totally open to suggestions, people, so leave them below. I have no problem buying books, obviously. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful February and is reading really wonderful things. I will talk to you guys later.